This painting is called Kampaka Chukopa, Centipede Dreaming, and it shows here, right through the middle, the centipede dreaming. That was painted by Walter Jugadai, and the centipede dreaming is actually to be found just outside of Haasbluff. It's a little creek. When we start to go around the painting in a circle fashion, we can see here, starting with Alison Malta's hairstring dreaming. The hairstring itself is something that's been collected after someone passes away. You cut the hair off with a rock traditionally and then weave it all together in one hairstring or a belt sometimes in the olden way. So this is her painting, and it's about a place an hour and a half drive west of here called Brownsboar or Kunkayunti. Her daughter also paints Kunkayunti, but in a very different way. She paints the sandhills around Kunkayunti rather than the hairstring. Sandhills are called tali tali. Then as the next one, we've got Nola Kantawara, who paints her mother's dreaming, mulpu, the bush mushroom, and her mother was called Anmanari Napananka, and Anmanaris actually received this dreaming as a conception dreaming. So she was conceived by her mother when the mother was actually looking for the bush mushroom, just near Edmund Boar, which is at the Marini Bluff. Then as the next one, we've got Eunice Napananka Jack, who paints her country in Western Australia near Lake Mackay. And she learned how to paint from her father and from her husband. She paints that area between Lake Mackay and Chukula. And then we've got Alice Nampijimpa, and Alice paints her country at Talalpi, west of Kintor. It's a big soakage area, and there's also lots of rock holds in the sandhills that were created by her spiritual ancestor called Echidna, and Chilkamala, and he makes the little rock holds into the sand through his snout. So he looks for water and food by poking in. Then we've got Katura's painting right in the middle, and it's actually about the rocks all around Haasbluff. And then we've got Cynthia Malta's painting right here, which is Mount Wedge, Karinyara, and it's a big salt lake just north of Papanya and halfway to Yuendamu. And as the next one, we've got Maisie Jugadai's painting of the bush potato, and Maisie's the sister of Walter. And then finally, we've got Patricia Malta, who again paints Brownsboar, but really about, because it's called Kunkayunti. Kunkayunti actually means women dancing. So she paints all the women dancing up and down that riverbed there, and how they then come together and collect food in one place. In the middle, we've got what's sort of the icon for Haasbluff, where everybody comes together. And we've got here, this is the idea of people sitting down. So what does this painting actually represent? Yes, it represents all those different countries, but what it really shows is how everybody came together in one place. So in 1940s, when Haasbluff was set up as the second settlement outside of Alice Springs, and a ration depot was set up here, people came from all across the desert to Haasbluff. They came from about 1,000 kilometres west because there was no food or water. They were so hungry, there'd been a drought for the past 2 decades. And it was the most severe drought we know of in Central Australia. So Haasbluff, this painting is about really Haasbluff and how Haasbluff brought all these different people together in one place, and how they then became one family by living together, marrying each other and creating a place here where they can all sit down together.